Hello, Libra, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you are doing well out there. This will be your weekly reading for the week of November 10 through 16. During that time, we'll have a waxing gibbous moon, and that's a good time for deeper understanding and outlook, acting on your intuition and introspection, a really good time for planning, making preparations for things, and also a good time for adjustments. Be flexible and make adjustments in your planning. It will also be a time of a full moon on the 16th, and of course that can be a time for heightened emotion. Time to, sometimes you might feel overwhelmed and anxious or snappy and irritable. It could be a change in your sleeping patterns. So keep that in mind as that full moon energy comes into play. Make sure you're getting a good night's sleep, really relaxing before you go to bed. And make sure that you're just kind of centering yourself to avoid those snappy moments. This will be an intuitive reading for the energies that you may encounter this week. So please take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else. All right, your overall message card for Libra, November 10 through 16. Overall message. There we go. Show the world the real you. All right. Let's see what the tarot has to say here. As I'm shuffling, I'd like to remind you to, notice the world around you today. Look for those synchronicities, not just this week, but every week, every day. Those little breadcrumbs that the universe drops to help you on your unique path. This could come in the form of repeating number patterns, an animal that you might encounter, conversation that we'll keep that card, conversation that you might overhear, maybe a meme that you see, just something that kind of triggers you to think a little bit deeply about your current situation. All right, Libra, November 10 through 16. Okay, we're ready. We're going to start with this flying card. Your present situation is, it looks like you've had maybe you've met some recent goals and you're just kind of thinking about what's ahead of you. This could be, do you want to stay where you are or do you want to move beyond? We'll see as the cards come out. What is your current situation? Is the World card. So this is a card of really perfect balance. This is a card of harmony and discovery and freedom and fulfillment. Really awesome energy to be in, especially if you're thinking about the future. Do you want to make a move? Do you want to move forward, or are you happy where you are? At the root of your situation is the Emperor. So, the Emperor is a card of leadership. This is someone who just really has authority, has control over things. And is this some control in your life that's kind of making you wonder if you want to move on or not? That could be. This could be someone around you with this energy. This could be you with this energy. It's kind of feeling that, that are you trapped? I'm kind of getting the feeling trapped in this kind of structured way of being. And are you looking to break out of that at the root? We might revisit that card again as these other cards come out. What's in your recent past here? Okay, again, with these wands and this looking and this wondering, 3 is kind of the same thing. You might have recently had some travel, some new venture that's making you, wonder, do you want to change your world? Have you been inspired to make those changes? And are you kind of fighting against that control and that authority, that thing that might be holding you there at your root, when your mind is wanting to kind of move on and not have that so much control around you? Again, show the world the real you. So it could be that you're discovering something about yourself that's making you want to move towards showing the world the real you. Maybe you're, locked in a life situation or, a job or something that kind of has control over you, and you've had some recent inspiration about moving that in a different direction. what's on your mind at this time is maybe, yeah, a little bit of dissatisfaction. And this could be something back here has kind of triggered something or opened or unlocked something for you that's making you look at the world in a different way. And maybe you want to make those changes to your situation, but you're feeling kind of dissatisfied and also locked in by this sense of control. Oh, excuse me. What's just ahead of you is the Star card. So the Star card is about, direction. This is about guidance, what's your destination. And it's really that this is really watching the signs, like I was saying, watching the signs of the universe that kind of, is that going to move you forward? And this could be something that just started for you. You might have just gone on a vacation in the recent past and thought, oh, could I live by the ocean? you know, maybe you're inspired by something that you saw or experienced. Could I do this? Could this be a part of my everyday? And this is kind of being driven by this dissatisfaction and this sense of, oh well, I can't leave my life situation. It's laid out here. There's a structure to it, but I do have this dissatisfaction. But this is kind of a card of hope and direction. So don't give up on it quite yet. It might be something that you get to move towards, a little deeper into your future. It might not be something that you're going to make a decision about this week. What is in your advice situation is the Queen of Cups. So hold on to your emotions while you're going through this, and kind of just maintain that control. Um, you know, don't get too crazy emotional about your current situation or the situation you'd like to move to. Um, just kind of maintain a really good emotional balance. Don't get crazy and quit your job all of a sudden and fly across the country. Kind of maintain a little bit of emotional control. You're thinking this way this week, your thoughts could change next week. So I guess what's beyond your control is all the choices. So maybe you do have all these choices at you. And but again, I'm going to say maintain that emotional control. If you have these opportunities and these things are arising, um, it's a good thing. But I just get this feeling of take it slow. There's no need to rush into a big change like this. Turning this new page, you might be very antsy about it, but let's take a breath and let's not make a super quick move on it. What's your secret desire, or what are you trying to avoid? So if this is your secret desire, this is you want to follow your passions. Is that your secret desire, or are you kind of trying to avoid that? Are you afraid of that? Is there a fear of letting your passion control the other parts of your life? This is another wand here. Really seeing that this is something, wands are about our passions. They're it's fire. It's the thing that kind of drives us and makes us have these new ideas. So, are you afraid to let your passions drive you in that manner, or are you secretly desiring to let your passions drive you? So, very interesting there. Your final outcome card here, Libra, is Three of Pentacles, which is the card of collaboration. So, this could be, collaborate and talk to people around you when you're making this decision. I don't even see this, even though it's in your outcome position, this does kind of leave this hanging to me, that this is not something you're going to resolve this week. This is something that's on your mind. You've been recently inspired, but this is going to be an ongoing thing for you. You do want to show the world the real you, and I feel that that's what's driving this, that you've discovered something here about yourself, and and it'll come out in time. I don't think it's going to come out this week. I don't think you're going to make really big decisions about it this week. Uh, but definitely, talk to people around you. Maybe talk to someone that has experience in this area of which you're thinking about making a move, towards this passion. Um, you know, This is like turning a new leaf. But it's also, you've got to think about your stability and this kind of feeling of dissatisfaction. Um, those things can come and go. You might make a move too quickly and think, wow, I was dissatisfied, but I had everything under control and everything was great, and now I've made this decision, my life's really upside down. So, again, I'm not seeing that you need to make a move at all this week. This is something this is on your mind that you're mulling over. What's being hidden from you at the bottom of the deck here is moving on. So I think eventually you will. I don't think it's going to be this week. I think this week is a time for thinking about this. Um, and is this the way you want to move forward? And kind of doing a little bit more research, talking to the people around you that are wise, that know more, and say, hey, should I leave this job because it's very stable and I want to, like I said, if you want to fly across the country and do another thing, is it a good time to do that? It could be. I don't think it's this week, but you're going to get closer to that decision. All right, we're going to get a final message here from the Oracle, Soul Oracle cards. Is there a final message here for Libra about this new situation, this new inspiration, this new fire that's been lit, that's causing you to rethink things here? All right. Tune out distractions. So yeah, focus, really focus on this thing. Focus on this new thing that's come up. And, again, in the moon phase that we're in right now, it's a time for, introspection. So this really tells me for you to go in, tune out your distractions, think about, you want to show the world the real you. Think about how you're going to do that. Um, and again, I don't think you're going to make any big decisions this week, but these are things that are on your mind. There's a lot of wands here, a lot of fire driving this. Um, yeah, and you've got a lot of decisions to make, kind of the, mulling over the stability. Do you want the stability? Will you have the stability if you make this move? Is this dissatisfaction enough to make this big move? So really think about those things as you move forward this week, Libra. If you're comfortable, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you're going through out there. I feel like sometimes tarot is, there's like a template uh, of the energy. So this could be in your work life, in your personal life, in your, your relationship. There could be a lot of different templates in which this energy plays out. But again, I see you eventually making a decision, but maybe not this week. Maybe that'll be for next week. So again, pay attention to the synchronicities that kind of lead you towards those yeses and nos, and you'll get the right signs and make the right decision. I'm sure you will. So Libra, I really appreciate you joining me here today. Again, if you're comfortable, please leave a comment. Let me know what you're going through. I love to get feedback. I'll be posting weekly readings, so please feel free to join me next week. We'll see if this situation continues next week or if there's just a whole new reading. So um, I will have some extra time coming up for private readings. So if that's something that you're interested in, please drop me an email and let me know, and I'll let you know when I have some time coming up for some private readings. So again, if you enjoy my reading style, please like and subscribe. That really helps my channel, and I really do appreciate it. So thanks again for joining me, Libra. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.